Hello everyone, and welcome back to the final video of creating your first video game in JavaFX. So this is pretty exciting, I think. So at this point we've created main.java and we created the sprite animation. So the last part that we have to do in this program is create the character. So we first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to again create a new class. I'm going to call it character. And I'm just going to paste in the libraries because these are libraries that we've used in the previous demonstration of the sprite animation. And this one, this guy right here is going to extend to the pane. Alright, so this is a big one here. So this one, we're going to have multiple methods. So we'll start off with the first things that we need. Okay. So we'll need an image view, which we had in the previous one. So it has to be image view, and then call it image view. We need to have integer for counts. Now this right here, let me actually do here. I'm gonna put this up here. So characters, params. So these, I'll say character configuration is a better way of doing it. So let's see. Alright, so this is your configuration, and the thing is about this area, it's going to be different for everybody. If you use the Darth Vader image that I use, then it'll be exactly how it is in here. But each character that you use, you're going to have a different height and width. So this area is an area that you're going to have to play with. Alright, so when I say play with, you're going to have to add different values. Alright, so int offset x equals 0, int offset y equals 0. Now we need a height, width, and score. So int width equals, I'll put mine's 32, so this is the size of the character, equals 50. So let me put this here, size of the character. This will be different for all characters. You have to play around with this. Alright. Alright, so now we have the height and width. Now when you start off with the score, you always start off with 0. Now in this program that we're doing, it's going to be writing out to the console, but for something to play around with, I'd figure out how to use, from what we've learned already, figure out how to create a label, or yeah, I'd recommend a label, make it large, and have the numbers change from there, so you don't have to use a console. Alright, so now we're going to do, I'll put this down here, rectangle, I'll call it remove rect equals null. Alright, and I'll do sprite animation, call animation. Alright, so now we're going to create our methods. Alright, so I spelled animation wrong. Alright, good. We're going to have public character, image, character, image view, and we're gonna put this dot image view, we're pulling it up there, equals image view. Then we're gonna have this dot image view dot set viewpoint port. We need to do a new rectangle, 2D, the offset x, the offset y, the width, and the height. Perfect. Then animation equals new sprite animation, image view, duration dot millis for milliseconds, 200, so that's the time of it. Do counts, columns, offset x, offset y, width, and height. Okay. And then get children, add all, and image view. Alright, what are we missing here? Something's jacked up. Animation equals new sprite animation. Image view duration. What am I missing? Dot milliseconds. Oh, I have two of these guys here. Perfect. And this guy right here doesn't like it. Get children dot add all. Why? Oh, because I put all. See how all our mistakes are from spelling stuff wrong. Alright. So now we're gonna have we're gonna try to create a couple of these guys. We're almost done, believe it or not. So we need a method for move y and move x. So where you're moving at. So we're gonna try to create one and then copy it. So we'll call this move x. We'll pass an integer of an x. We'll start our guy right here. We'll use a boolean for true or false. We'll say boolean. See what I mean? Can't type. Right equals x greater than 0, and then question mark, true or false, and then we'll say for x, for integer, I equals 0, I is less than math dot abs x I plus plus for iteration. Loop this guy here, and we will say that if right this, we'll space it, this dot set translate x. We'll do this dot get translate x, and then we'll plus 1. So a lot of this right here, there's a lot of mumbo jumbo. We're using the x and y coordinates, but we're using math to figure out where it's going to happen at. If you don't use the right math, then things are going to not move in the right location. So I like my else to be in here, so it looks like an else statement. I'll say else this dot set translate x, this dot get translate x, and then we'll do a space -1, close this bad boy, and then we'll say is bonus eat. So that's going to be a method that we call. I don't know if I want to call that. That's kind of stupid, but I think that's what we already call it. You know what? We'll say is bonus. Sounds better. Alright, so we call it is bonus, which doesn't exist at the moment. So before we create it, let's copy this guy here. I'm not worried about that right there. Copy this guy here, and we're going to see if we could use some of the same values for to move y. Okay, paste this. So right off the bat, we could change the obvious. No. Move y. You could change it to something else, but move x and y tells you exactly what it's doing. That value is a y. Let's see here. For int equals 0, I less than math. So y, okay, that's fine. If right, this dot translate y, not x. This dot translate y. So it's all the same concept, but different value. Plus 1. Else translate y. This dot translate y. So all we have to do is change the value of y to y, I meant. Alright, cool. Alright, something else is wrong here. Oh, we have x is greater, so that's y. Alright, perfect. Just that guy right there. Not worry about him right now. Alright, so let's create him right now so he'll quit barking at us. So we'll say public void is bonus. And then we'll say main dot bonuses for each rect. And then we'll do space arrow operator. This guy here. Alright, let's see here. What else I need to do? Alright. I had a brain freeze there. If this dot get bounds in parent dot intersects, we've used that before. We're going to say rectangle dot get bounds in parent okay. Alright, so now we have this condition going here. So now we're going to have remove rectangle equals rect. We're going to have score plus plus. Oops. Now when you write this score plus plus, you could write it score, or you could write it score equals score plus 1. So there's all different ways that you could write it. Each of those 3 ways will do the same thing. So I just did it that way. It's easier. Then we'll do system.out.print line score. So here is, add it. If you want to add a label, do it here and have it record your score on the app. Simple. Alright, so I'm gonna hit return. We have that right there. We're gonna do a parentheses and a close. Now we need a couple more lines of code. We're gonna do main dot bonuses dot remove. We'll remove rect, and then we'll do main dot root dot get children dot remove rect. All right. So that is saved, but what we need to do is figure out why our main is not working. So let me see here. See, now the main's fine. So now the question is, does this work? Let's find out. Alright. So this is my game. That circle, I must have added that by accident. As you see, we don't have it set up. So, nonetheless, look at that. Now my scores are adding over to your right there. And see how I move. See how this image has to be perfect. Now when I go right, it's not using the right image. Not sure why. But you get the concept here. You could do other things. You don't have to add blocks. You could actually find those images and add those images as well. So you could do anything you want to do. But I thought for animation this week, I thought this would have been a little bit funner than the other stuff. Okay? So if you have any questions, send me an email. Thanks for listening, and have a good day.